Hi guys and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with AC Milan. We're going to be taking on Sassuolo away from home here in just a moment. Juventus today are playing in the late game at home to Fiorentina. Both ourselves and Juventus with disappointing draws actually to start the season. Caldara will be making his AC Milan debut just now because Bonucci is suspended because of what he did in the last game. Kalinic is out for Andre Silva. Kalinic did not impress in the first game. Franck Kessie unfortunately has a 7 to 2 week absence through injury at the moment, so Lucas Biglia will come in to partner Locatelli in the middle of the pitch. I'm not even going to replace them on the bench because it's not really worth it. We're going to change to our 4-2-3-1 wide actually. Caldara will replace Barzagli, who will come out for Federico Chiesa. Barzagli can occupy that position on the bench, and Carlos Bacca will come out for Leroy Sané on the other side. So Sané and Chiesa will be wingers. Andre Silva up front, Çalhanoğlu just in behind there. He can actually be an advanced playmaker, which is his preferred role. And we're going to go with this squad. So we go Donnarumma, Darmian, Caldara, Romagnoli, Barreca, Locatelli, Biglia, Chiesa, Çalhanoğlu, Sané and Silva. So hopefully Sané and Chiesa can do something in this game. 4-1-2-2-1 is the lineup from Sassuolo. They've got some pretty good wingers actually on their side as well. Just hope that our wingers can do better. Goldeniga now for Sassuolo. Out to Berardi as they start the game in possession of the football. Now we have the throw-in deep in their half just before the 3rd minute. Barreca to Çalhanoğlu, beats Piszczek, finds Sané, stands it up into the box. It's easy for Consigli to catch. Not a good ball in by Sané. Consigli now launches it quickly forward down down their left-hand side. Darmian picks it up though. Locatelli moving it to Çalhanoğlu quickly. Chiesa for me should have really been trying to make a run in behind there. He plays it back to Locatelli, hits it off Çalhanoğlu. Duncan will get it forward to Lasagna, who can drive at the defenders, plays it out to Politano now. Politano forward for Duncan, who started this whole thing, but his header gives it away actually to Çalhanoğlu, who's given it away again to Goldeniga. Terrible from Çalhanoğlu, giving it away twice in this this little highlight as Lasagna gets in and puts it wide, and that's disappointing from the defender to get beat by Lasagna there, and also Donnarumma should be coming to collect that for my money before the man even gets a chance to get in behind the defender. So far only Sassuolo with a chance. Çalhanoğlu's ball in easily away by a Acerbi or a Serbi. Back to Çalhanoğlu now. Angles one in again. Sané in acres of space. Overhead kick into Andre Silva with he'd let a biscuit tin. Has put it over the bar from about 2 yards. Consigli now with the goal kick. What a game this is if nothing else. Not a full house here, which is a bit weird. You'd think Sassuolo would be packing it out for a game against Milan. But Politano now getting forward down the left. He's easily beaten Darmian. He's got no challengers now. He's whipped it in. It's not a good ball though. Barreca's header away though is really poor. Right to Berardi. He stands it up for Duncan, who heads it down for Politano. Deflection. Berardi arriving at the back post. It's 1-0 to Sassuolo. We're going to have to demand more out of them because Sassuolo have been by far the better team. We've created nothing outside of that Andre Silva chance. And the ball was pinballing around in our box there. Nobody took command of it and just got rid. Another corner. Çalhanoğlu whips it in. Another poor one. Locatelli takes it down. Send it to Silva. Just keeping hold of it. Drops for Silva again. Duncan to Çalhanoğlu. In for Sané, one touch, Piszczek wins it, Sané just stands there, Piszczek launches it, Lasagna picks it up, and again we've been completely incompetent up front, giving it away. Ball switched, Politano arriving now. We were considering signing him, we didn't do it, and he's had a chance there. Donnarumma with the save, countered again from Sassuolo. Horrible corner from Milan once more. Politano's corner in, Lasagna will head that, no he won't head it, Sané will get it away, Politano will just allow that to drift over the line for the throw-in. It's a very exciting game. Unfortunately for us, it's all in Sassuolo's favour so far. Peluso entering the book now, the left back. Hopefully Chiesa can get at him at least. Politano now. And sorry, it was Piszczek playing it forward now. Lasagna, and they're just stroking it through as like they're playing FIFA here. Politano with a shot, and it's easy for Donnarumma. And honestly, it does look like somebody playing FIFA. It's like a fucking playing FIFA against your wee cousin or something. And Barreca's throw to Locatelli now. Nice touch. Plays it into Sané. Onto Silva. Silva trying to find Chiesa. Peluso gets it. Launches it. and Lasagna's going to try and terrorise the centre-backs again. Caldara does get it. Romagnoli now, forward to Bilia. Good touch, it's Locatelli now, forward to Çalhanoğlu. He somehow manages to keep it for a change. Locatelli forward to Çalhanoğlu again. To Bilia now, onto Andre Silva, not a great ball. Can he get it to Chiesa, who's done nothing so far in his AC Milan career? Chiesa angles a good ball in. Çalhanoğlu though, bad angle. I mean, these chances we're getting are barely chances at all. Spezia are ahead at the Giuseppe Meazza against Inter. That's a crumb of comfort as we go in 1-0 down to Sassuolo. Pretty much to a man today, we've been piss poor. And Sassuolo deserve their lead. Sassuolo probably deserve a bigger lead. Show me something else in the second half, because this is not acceptable. We're gonna have to fuck around with the striker again. We'll go with Carlos Bacca this time, I suppose. See if he can score. He obviously got the goal that beat Atletico Madrid, so maybe he can grab a goal in the league. Caldara now forward to Sani. It just does not seem to be clicking for us. And Piszczek dispossesses Sani easily at the start of the second half. 50 minutes gone. 1-0 still Sassuolo. Bilia now losing it. Politano forward to Lasagna. We've been countered so effectively today, it's unreal. Lasagna destroys Caldara, who's had a nightmare debut here. Lasagna, there's 3-on-1 in the box. It's got to be 2-0. Stands it up, headed. Donnarumma managed to save it, and that is an absolute sitter from Sassuolo. Such a huge chance for them to take the 2-0 lead there. We have to take something out of that and go and punish them for missing. Apparently we don't have to, because we're not doing it. 1 shot on target today out of the 7. Sani's picked up an injury. Brilliant. Borini's going to come on, I suppose, because I mean, it can't really get any worse. And I suppose Bonaventura can come on in the middle. He can be a roaming playmaker, why not? And we're going to have to go overload at this point. 2 games in a row where we've had to go overload. Show some passion. We're just lying down here to fucking Sassuolo. Piszczek with the throw in down the line. Berardi can't take it off Borini. Borini into Bacca. Good challenge. Borini now cuts it across to for Chiesa, but Cherby easily cuts it out. Consigli playing it long. It should be picked up by Caldara. Now it's Bonaventura and Çalhanoğlu. Bonaventura again, completely surrounded. It's so impressive from Sassuolo the way they've just won the ball back. We've been bullied, to be honest. Berardi, it's through for Lasagna, who's boosted the defenders again. Shoots, Donnarumma saves. I almost wanted him to score there. I almost wanted him to get what he deserved. He's been so effective against their fucking donkeys at the back today. I don't know how Caldara has a 7.2 rating, but Sassuolo have bitch slapped us today. It's a terrible performance. Forward for Chiesa, easily cut out by Politano. Matri now, Duncan, Matri, and honestly how it's only 1-0 to Sassuolo I don't know. Bacca picking it up, playing it for Chiesa. Chiesa's on the ball, probably just going to lose this though. Chiesa crossed it in, Borini's arriving, Goldenegger away, Bonaventura takes it down on the chest, smacks it, deflects around, cleared away. Never in any danger there Sassuolo. It's an offside against Carlos Bacca, which will be the last action of the game I suspect. Consigli ready to kick. It is full time. And it's 1-0 to Sassuolo, who deserve it. And for the second game in a row here, we have to be aggressive towards the team because they've been a disgrace. Let us down big time. Sani is injured for 1 to 3 days. And we're going up against Copenhagen. And you wouldn't have put it past Copenhagen to come here and get a result, as Fiorentina hold Juventus somehow. We're only 1 point behind Juventus. But Juventus, you have to say, haven't won a game yet and they're still ahead of us. These are the moments you have to be taking advantage when Juventus slip up early on, because later they're going to be winning like 10 games in a row. And we frankly can't keep up with that pace, so we need to take advantage. And obviously we haven't. Our opening 2 games we've managed 1 goal. and we've created really no chances. Even that goal from Kessie was just an absolute thunderbolt from the edge of the box. Didn't he actually create a chance? It's not as if we played through a team and then created a good opportunity. Or no, it was just a big smack for the edge of the box, to be honest. Well, Champions League football is back at San Siro. And we have to give the punters a reason to keep coming back. Juventus go to White Hart Lane and win Dybala with the only goal of the game. They beat Spurs 1-0. Inter go to Belgium, they win lose 2-0 to Anderlecht. Not exactly flying the flag strongly for Italy there. Hopefully we can do better, but as I say, I would not put it past us to go and lose to Copenhagen. We're in shockingly bad form. And now Copenhagen will come to Italy and probably expect to get something, and I couldn't blame them if they did expect to get something, because we have been giving it up at the back the start of the season. Sassuolo could have had 4 or 5 there. Clearly we're not adjusted to the 4 at the back, but ultimately we want to play with Chiesa in there, so we're going to have to adjust to it. Let's see, who are we going to bring into the bench? Let's make sure we get this organised properly, because anything above substitute number 7 won't actually be able to be on the real bench. Bonucci can come into the squad, I suppose, for Caldara. I think I'm going to take Darmian out. I'm going to go for Calabria, who did well for us last season. Other than that, I'm not going to change too much. I'm going to go with Donnarumma, Calabria, Bonucci, Romagnoli, Barreca, Locatelli, Biglia, Chiesa, Çalhanoğlu, Sani and Andre Silva. I'm going to, however, allow Biglia to be a defensive deep-lying playmaker. And we really need to be beating this lot. Aggressively win the damn game. Show some passion. They've got a narrow formation today. We should have lots of space to get up and down the wings. They're a 4-2-2-2, narrow. There should be space for us to get up and down. Free kick now. Çalhanoğlu cuts it back. Biglia smashes it, deflects off the post. And of course, we're not first to react. Bonucci, the offside's actually given against him. Navarro now. Throws it to Lund. Navarro playing it down the line. Easy for Bonucci. Plays it forward. Locatelli now. Çalhanoğlu. Out to Sani, he's got the overlap. Got the overlap, Sani, there you go. Barreca, can he find Silva? Nope, but Chiesa arrives. And it's a goalkeeping error from Olsen, but Chiesa does manage to somehow just about sneak it in. His first goal for the club. Hopefully that's him off and running now. 1-0 up over Copenhagen. And we need to keep the pressure on here. It is a packed house in San Siro today. Clearly they're more interested in European football than Italian. Locatelli gives it to Chiesa now. He's got an overlap. Chiesa's going to go himself though. It's a good run. Can he find an assist to go with his goal? It's in. It's not a great ball. Sani gets it. It's off the post. And again, Andre Silva is not first to react. And 6 shots, well, 8 shots now, dominating proceedings, and we only have 1 goal. Again, our problems up front are there for everybody to see. Half an hour to go. Game should be over, but Copenhagen are still in it. It's only 1 goal. Çalhanoğlu's free kick, deep. Romagnoli rises, nods it down. Sani tees up Biglia, and Lucas Biglia makes it 2-0. That should be game, set and match. An assist for Sani, which is nice. And I'm actually a little word there for Romagnoli for nodding it down to Sani rather than trying the long range header. It looks like we're going to have a comfortable 2-0 lead at half time. Silva though has been poor up front. Again, our problems with the strikers evident. As we go into half time with a 2-0 lead, which could be more. I mean, 13 shots and we only have a 2-0 lead. Zenit and Arsenal are currently at 0-0. you'd like Zenit to win that game. Very pleased, lads, keep it up. If we're going to be super aggressive with them when they're poor, then I suppose we also have to praise them when they do well. Calabria can move to the left as Conte comes on. Silva is going to be out for Kalinic, I suppose. He can go up there and see what he can do. As Çalhanoğlu plays it to Sane on the left hand side, who's been a little disappointing. Sane getting forward, it's away by a Holz. I expected Sane and Chiesa to rip teams to shreds. They haven't done that thus far. Played well today, but I mean, it's Copenhagen, you expect to trash them. Çalhanoğlu's corner swung in deep. Romagnoli arrives. This time chooses to nod for goal. And it is 3-0 now to Milan. Par for the course though, against the weakest team in the group. It's all very well good in doing this, but you need to do it against your Sassuolos, your Cagliaris. We need to put those teams to the sword as well. Raggi with the throw in now. Mackinock to Lund. It's through. Damgard with a chance to score, and he does, and that about sums us up. 3-1 now. Copenhagen had absolutely nothing. They fancy, let's venture forward and see what happens. Bang, goal, easy. Soft belly there for all to see. Second shot of the game, got a goal. We've had 16 shots to get our 3. Raggi plays it into the middle. Halson, you wouldn't put it past them getting another one. It's over the top. It's a great chance. Defender's not going to win that race. Bonucci can't stop him. It's a shot. Donnarumma has to end up making the save. It's Hulse to whip the corner in. For Copenhagen, it's away by Bonucci. 3 shots now. All on target. 4 shots now. The funny thing is, we've only had 1 shot on target more than Copenhagen. I don't know if it's funny or tragic actually, now I hear myself say it. Romagnoli nodding it on, Kalinic to pick it up. Sane trying to get forward, Kalinic loses it to Rosgaard. Bonucci will win it back though. Çalhanoğlu out to Chiesa, who finally gets another touch of the ball. Chiesa, can he whip it in for another assist today? He angles it in very well, and Sane can pop that in, assisted by Chiesa. Give him credit, it was a good ball in there. Bonaventura is going to come on for Çalhanoğlu now, and Chiesa, I believe, is going to get man of the match today. First goal for Milan, of course, for Leroy Sane. 4-1 it is. Again, you expect it against a weak side in Europe. Donnarumma plays it long. Kalinic going to rise for this. It's away, but it's only as far as Biglia. Biglia to Locatelli. Moves it on quickly to Sane. Getting down the left. Can he whip it in this time? Sane stands it up. Kalinic arrives. Nods way over the bar. And into the last 20 minutes now with a 4-1 advantage, and it just seems to be wave after wave as Kolasinac puts Arsenal ahead in Russia against Zenit. Ball's headed away, it'll fall to Locatelli, who finds Chiesa down on the chest, closed down quickly. Navarro clears it. Be picked up by Bonucci, who plays it to Conte now. Conte inside to Locatelli. He has Biglia, but he'll go back to Conte, you feel. Conte now to angle in across. Sane's in there, it's headed away. Calabria picks it up now. Closed down, good challenge. Rosgaard now will be able to play it over the top. That'll be in behind. Should be picked up by Donnarumma. He leaves it for Bonucci. Bonucci launches it long to Chiesa. Lovely take. Locatelli now. Chiesa's on his bike. It's went to the other side to Sane. That's a good ball. Can he angle it in for Kalinic? Sane puts it in. Kalinic hits the post. And of course is not first to react. 20 shots, 4 goals. It's an okay return, I suppose. "15 minutes or so left in the game. It's been an okay performance. As I say, not more than you expect. Long, Calabria won't win the header, but he won't pick up the ball. He'll leave it for Romagnoli, who will then play it down the line for Sane, who picks it up. He's looked okay today, Sane at least. Sane running down the left-hand side. Can he beat his man, or will he whip an early ball? Whips an early ball in. Kalinic rises, flicks the header, and it is once again wide of the post. Don't know how many chances a striker needs. Zenit equalised to Matthias Kranevitter. Navarro with the throw. Damgard now. Locatelli does not win the ball. Damgaard into Lund. Chance for Copenhagen. Great ball through. Lovely ball. Chipped. And Donnarumma manages to palm it just wide of the post. And there have still been signs today that were weak at the back. Mikkelsen floats it in. Should be away. Romagnoli away. Bilia will pick that up. Will launch it. A terrible ball. That's actually a good ball, sorry, pardon me. Chiesa picks it up. Raggi gets it away though. Over the top should be Donnarumma's. And we don't see what happens to it either way. 3 added minutes now just to see out. Throw in Calabria deep in Copenhagen territory. We will get the 4-1 victory. A good start to the Champions League season. But still only the 1 point domestically, which is not good. Clear and deserved winners at San Siro. Yep, that's something. Can I tell them why don't you play this every week? No, I can't. I'm just going to say good game then. 1.33 million for our win. Chiesa playing well, which is something. Happy with that. Hopefully they get used to, I don't know where I'm going. Hopefully they get used to the formation and it works better going forward domestically. But obviously terrible start to our domestic season. Anyway, we're not going to prattle on. Let's just end this episode. We'll get this behind us, move on to double Italian action next time out. Sampdoria and Spal before Juventus and Arsenal in the subsequent episode. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Not good, of course, against Sassuolo. Our problems were there to be seen. But then we showed against Copenhagen. Again, pinch of salt because of the opposition. But we showed kind of what we want the squad to be doing going forward with Sani and Chiesa causing problems down the flank. Still, obviously, we're having trouble finding an effective striker. But we got the job done, 4-1 at least. That should set us up in the Champions League going forward. Arsenal away will be tough, and then we've got a double header against Zenit, which could well decide if we have a chance of finishing above Arsenal or not. But anyway, as I say, hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. There was a decent bit of performance in the Copenhagen game to enjoy at least, even if Sassuolo was rather frustrating to say the least. If you have enjoyed it, please drop down below and leave a like, and if you want to see when the next video drops, you can of course subscribe to the channel, which I'd be really grateful for. But overall, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time for Sampdoria and Spal.